Hey guys, it's Amber. Welcome to my after melting thoughts on the 5 new holiday brick fragrances. I did receive them last week and I have melted them. So I'm able to give you my opinion on everything. So if you don't know, our holiday bricks are over a pound of wax. They're almost 6 bars of wax. So this one is not from this year. This was 2 holidays ago. I think it was 2 years ago. But this is the size. So obviously a big difference. So it's a great value if you love the bricks. It is a great value, only $24. And like I said, almost 6 bars of wax in a brick. And then right now there's also a deal where you can get 2 of these for $40. Now, another way to get these scents, if you are hesitant to get a whole 6 bars of wax in a fragrance that you might not end up liking, is through Scentsy Club, which is our subscription service. It's got a ton of perks. It's my absolute favorite thing about Scentsy. My favorite being the Always Get My Bar perk, which allows you to put scents in that are limited edition scents, or maybe it's the end of a catalog season and they may be retiring. If you put them in before then, once they retire, Scentsy will still make them for you. Even if you're the only person in the entire world that has that in your club, Scentsy will still make it for you. So anyway, through Scentsy Club, you are allowed to get the bricks in bar size. So that's what I usually do, because I know there's a ton of people that are huge fan of the bricks, but for me, I like to change my scent so often that I'm not one that uses bricks a lot. So it's not my favorite. I usually like to just do bars, but I'll get into the scents. There may be one that I end up getting in a brick because I really like it. So, but it's a great way to go ahead and try the fragrances without having to commit to this much wax right away. Now, if you're a huge fan of bricks and you know that you're gonna love the scents, then obviously go and get this, because it is a great deal. My website info will be in the description for you guys. It is a great deal. But if you're like me, or you're to where you melt a ton of stuff, to where you don't get through bricks very often, or you just want to experience the scent beforehand, before committing to that much wax, Scentsy Club is the way to go. So I just create, so I have a normal like quarterly club that is my set club that I keep retired scents in and switch it on and on. You know, it's my normal club. But when I do things like this with like the brick scents or something else that I may want to try like right away, I will create a monthly club, have it ship right away, and then once it does ship, I will cancel that monthly club. So that's what I did with these brick holiday brick fragrances, so I could get them in bar size. So let me jump into my after melting thoughts. First of all, I'll talk about this one because it is in the regular catalog now, and it was a scent of the month last year. It is also in the brick size. I'm thinking because it's so popular, I don't know. It is Icicles and Evergreen, which is, I have a ton of these still, and so I was like, I didn't want to get another one. There's no reason to when I have these already. It's Cool Blue, Eucalyptus, and Pine Needle iced with crystallized sugar. So this is like a fresher type of evergreen scent, but it has that sugar in it. It's like a sweet, but it is very astringent still at the same time to my nose. I know last year when it first came out, I did rather enjoy it, but the more that I melted it, the more I realize I'm not a huge fan of it. But if you like that, like fresher, almost cleaner type of evergreen scent, but sweet at the same time with that sugar, this one is a strong performer. I give this one a try. But for me, it's not a favorite. I don't hate it, but it's not a favorite. So that's Icicles and Evergreen. So I didn't get a new one of that. Like I said, I still have a few bars of it. But I have melted it, and like I said, good throw, just a more astringent evergreen note mixed with like a sugary sweetness to my nose is what it is. Okay, next up, also not absolutely brand new, but it was only in the whiff box last year in December. So December's whiff box, which is like a surprise box that you can order each month if you want. It's not like a set in stone like subscription box unless you put it in Scentsy Club. Then you can get it monthly, but you can order it whenever you want. In December of last year, there was this bar in it. It was a special bar. It was only through the whiff box in December, and then you couldn't add it to club. So I did get the whiff box last December because I did want to try this one. And I have gotten another bar since then, this time around, and it is maraschino sugar cookie. So this one is sugar cookie dough baked with vanilla and drizzled in a sweet maraschino cherry glaze. So after melting thoughts, it's a nice sugar cookie cherry mix. The cherry is definitely like a maraschino cherry. It is sugary, artificially type of sweetened, slightly cloying. I am very picky about cherry. This one's bordering on me not liking it, but I like it enough because it is mixed with that sugar cookie. I think I'm going to try it mixed with regular sugar cookie to amp up the cookie and kind of lessen that maraschino cherry note. I know a ton of people love this though. People are super excited that they can add it to club, they can get it in a brick, you know, that type of thing. So it is a ton of people's favorites. It's not my favorite, but I do enjoy it. Like I said, I will probably mix it next time with regular sugar cookie. I have to look and see if I have any. I might actually be out of sugar cookie, so we'll see. But if you like that type of scent and you're not super picky about cherry like I am, give it a try. So that is maraschino sugar cookie. And then the three brand new ones, we have, what is it called? Caramel chestnut. This one is silky caramel and vanilla, cozy up to warm chestnut. You guys, I love this one. This one is so good. On cold, it smells really good, but when it's melting, it is amazing. The caramel isn't super overpowering. It's not cloying. It's a nice mixture with that chestnut, and the chestnut kind of has a roasty, toasty quality to it. Slightly, it's not the smoky scent, but it has like a roasted chestnut. Chestnuts roasting on an open fire type of feel to it. It's so good. It's cozy and nutty. It's about a medium throw, not super strong, but not to where you can't smell it either. So it's so good, so good. So this is the one I'm considering actually buying a brick of, but I did put it in my Scentsy Club officially, in my quarterly club, because I really, really like it. So that is caramel chestnut. Then we have Frosted Petals. Let me get the notes of this one. So Frosted Petals is snowberry and white currant wreath, jingle bell orchid frosted with sheer musk. I feel like that's kind of like they didn't proofread that sentence. It doesn't really make sense, but jingle bell orchid, snowberry and white currant and musk. So on cold, this one I ended up liking better on cold than when it was warming. When it was warming, on cold, first of all, it's more berry-ish to me. And it's a white currant compared to a black currant. Sometimes I don't like currant, but the white currant is brighter and lighter compared to like a dark, heavy currant note. So I didn't mind it. When it's warming, there's a powderiness to it that isn't even like floral powdery to me. It's more of a baby powdery note to me, mixed with a sweet berry floral. And I was like, this kind of reminds me of something. I was trying to think what in the world, you know, in regards to, I was like, baby powder, obviously. And then it hit me. So if you guys are familiar with the Johnson's Baby Powder Refreshing Magnolia Petal scent, they're not exactly the same, but they're similar to my nose when it's melting. So this is like a sweet floral type of baby powder, but you still get like baby powder, obviously. That's kind of what this is to my nose, except this one's a little more berry. This one isn't super berry-ish or anything like that, but this is like berries and a slight floral meets baby powder. So not a super fan of this one at all. Not to where I hate it. I will finish the bar. I will probably go ahead and melt it in a bathroom because that makes the most sense to me. It smelled weird in my like living area. It was a pretty good performer though. It was about a medium for me. So that is Frosted Petals. And then the last one is Winter's Eve. So this one is a crisp evergreen forest filled with winter white cedar and brightened by sparkling bergamot. So whenever I see bergamot, I know it's probably gonna be cologne-ish, because that's what bergamot tends to lean towards, is cologne-y, to my nose anyway. So when I smelled it on cold, it is a cologne-ish type scent, not overly cologne-y, but still more cologne than I normally like. Well, when I melted this, the evergreen came out a lot more. I still got like a cologne-ish vibe. Like, who was it? I think it was Patricia Gates described it as like a lumberjack leaning against, a sexy lumberjack leaning against a pine tree. And that is kind of the vibe that it gives you, but less cologne when it's warming. That evergreen comes out and it's not a super astringent evergreen note like in the Icicles and Evergreen. So I did actually end up really enjoying this one when it was melting. It was very nice. Not overly strong, probably about a medium, maybe highlight to medium as far as throw goes, but it was very enjoyable. So I did end up really liking this one. So if I had to rate these from my least favorite to favorite, obviously you could probably tell by what I've said, I'll still rate them for you. First, my lowest is Icicles and Evergreen. It's just not really good to me anymore. I just lost my love of it. It's just too sharp and astringent to my nose. Comes across too much like a evergreen pine sol cleaner type of note. And then I would probably go with Frosted Petals. Again, too much like a baby powder when it was melting, and just kind of weird. At least in open concept, I'll probably enjoy it in like a bathroom. It'll be okay. Then I know this is like sacrilegious to say, because I know, again, so many people are gaga over the scent, but Maraschino Sugar Cookie is probably my third favorite. Again, I'm super picky when it comes to cherry. But I think mixed with more sugar cookie, or maybe I'll mix it with vanilla bean buttercream, it'll tone down that artificial cherry and make it more tolerable to me. Like I said, I don't hate it. It's just that note is not my favorite. As it melts longer, that note does die down and it's more of just the sugar cookie, and that's when I like it a little more. And then second favorite, which was a surprise to me, because like I said, when I smelled it on cold, I didn't think I was going to like it as much as I do. Winter's Eve. This is very, very nice. This is a nice take on a different take on a tree outdoorsy scent. So I did really enjoy this one. Probably not to where I I possibly would get another bar of this. Again, I won't get a brick, but a bar of it, maybe I would place another order, do a monthly club and get it as a bar. We'll see. But I will at least enjoy that one bar of it. And then finally, my number one favorite is caramel chestnut. This is just so nice and cozy and yummy. I really, really enjoyed it. And I am considering, even though I'm not really a brick fan per se, I am considering getting it as brick because it is really good. But it is definitely in my club because it's so, so yummy. So caramel chestnut is my number one favorite. So there you go, you guys. All the bricks are still available right now. My website is in the description. And again, you can get it through Scentsy Club as bars. So take advantage of that as well. If you're like, I still want to try it, I don't want to commit to that much wax. So it's the way to go. It's great. So thank you guys for spending some time with me. And until next time, TTFN. Ta-ta for now.